Paris and Lauren have a night on the town. Junior is still giving stupid while Donna makes her own plays. What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another The Family Business video. And in this one, I am going to be breaking down season 5, episode number 5. Now I'm going to switch this up a little bit and I'm going to pull my top clips and thoughts on major moments from the episode from my most recent live stream for episode 5. If you missed it, I go live every Thursday after the new The Family Business videos to talk with you all as well as to unpack the episode in addition to giving y'all my weekly breakdowns. So if you've never seen one of my live streams or joined it, this will be a great preview for that while also giving you all the major points and catching us up because I'm behind in releasing this breakdown. I thank y'all so much for checking it out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the episode. We start the episode off at the club. This is the party that I don't remember the drug dealer's name. The crew that Roman is in now, the leader of that crew, that guy, the guy who Roman saved his life, bust the cap in they op, robbed that man of his G's. That guy, right? They were supposed to go to the party. He wasn't originally wanting to go, but then he agreed to go. While I appreciate the party, they could have spared me with all the little fire throwers, and they could have given me more context in reference to this party, in reference to who is there, what's going down there, and why it's going down. Because why don't we see Roman with the drug dealing dude at all? Like, I still feel like I needed to see Roman make the transition from kicking it with the boy he came with to now running up behind the champ. And if Lauren was supposed to be the tie to that, then why did it look like when the champ walked in, Roman was right behind him? I didn't really understand that. And I feel like I need that further clarity. Like, I don't know, like this week has been a very interesting week for BET series, whether it's BET or BET Plus, because the sister episode as well left a lot of gaps where you needed to like use your imagination and come up with the scenario that would get you from one place to the next yourself. And like, while that's cool and all, leaving space for, you know, the audience imagination to work because it pulls you in, it's a really great screenwriting tool to make sure that the audience stays engaged. Sometimes when you do it too much, or when you leave too much space, too much openness, then it winds up costing you and the audience gets confused. Like, I really could not understand for the life of me, how in the hell did Roman get so close to the champ so quickly? Like, it almost just seemed like he came in with him. And when he was explaining it to Brandon later, it seemed less like that. But it's like, we already done seen all of this stuff go down now. So now you're like trying to have a little bit of a revisionist history and clean it up. And I didn't necessarily like that. I love that he ended up with the champ, right? Like, but I would have loved for that whole montage of the party, of the club scene, to really visually just tell a story, aside from like us seeing exactly how sexy Paris ass is, because she's always going to give sexy, she's always going to give I'll take your man, she's always going to give look at me, look at me, look at me. But like, what else is happening? Who else is there? And I think that this can go back to the last episode, like when we were talking last week on live, and I was talking to y'all about how I feel like the flashbacks had a lot of missed opportunities because they didn't identify visually the brothers. They could have added additional things to add further depth. Them not actually getting a little bit more specific within this club scene, I think also did a disservice for them, because it could have also given us really great development in reference to the social aspect for the world that these people are living in. If the champ is here, and this is a crossover from the Black Hamptons, clock that T, that got me excited. Also, who else is here? This party is supposed to be big. Like, what else is going on? Who else could potentially be in the spot? And not necessarily a part of this particular part of the storyline, but also just create additional tension. See who Roman sees, who he actually knows, because we started the season off with Roman not knowing who the Duncans was, not understanding this, not understanding that, but he knows enough to go and try to get plugged in with a crew. So like, where is he? Like, this could have been a really great opportunity, not only to connect him to the champ and give him somewhere else to go with the whole Lauren character and all of that, but like really help us better understand where this boy is in the hierarchy of like criminal life and what his understanding is. Is it growing? Is he getting more open? Like, we're seeing, you know, when he had to go talk to his mom or whatever, and I'm supposed to be talking about Rio and Nevada, and now I'm on Roman, but I'm gonna come back to them. he went to go see his mama need a kidney, he also need more money. That means he's gonna have to do more jobs, he needs more access, and maybe this little penny-henny drug dealer who almost got his muffin cap peeled back ain't gonna be enough. This freaking club scene, in addition to like pairing him with the champ, could have been a really great opportunity for him to see some other like bosses and like make a mental note, at least not even necessarily go up to them, but make a mental note of seeing how niggas move and seeing who the next person he gonna get is, or something like that. Like, I don't know, I could be asking for too much, but those are just my thoughts, y'all. But going back to Rio, Nevada, they like, Rio opens it up and he's at the top, so apparently this is like their club, I guess, I'm assuming. And you know, he's giving, you know, Cirque du Soleil, he's giving fun. This is where the hell Rio needs to be. Nevada comes in talking about some, yeah, Brandon is back in town, I got a ping. Sir, you done got yourself a fake ID and then snuck your ass into the club, gonna cost Rio his liquor license just so that you can come and tell him that this boy that he looking for, that he shouldn't be looking for, is actually back in town, so he can continue to look for him. Nevada, take your ass home. Ain't just past your bedtime. This is what I'm talking about with Frick and Frack being goofy. Like, this is so unnecessary. Rio, you do club shit, bro. You turn up, you give a look, you give the vibes, you make the parties fun. Stick to that. You are not an assassin, you are not a bounty hunter, you are not a killer, bro. I have yet to hear LC, Duncan, and or Chippy say that they sent your ass off the mercenary school like they did Sasha, like they did Paris. Your ass learned how to make some drinks and throw that glitter up in your hair. You need to stay focused. And this brings me to my second point about Rio, because I want to be on his ass about this, because you so excited to go run down on Brandon because he back in town. Meanwhile, Roman is prancing his ass with the champ all around the damn club and you ain't run up on him. That's the one who actually was with it. That's the one who actually was like leading in like Duncan's who? And you sitting up there getting jiggy with it and shit right with him. This is the stuff that makes me like, I can't take Rio seriously. Drop this vendetta because it's going to lead you nowhere. Best case right now, y'all, he kills Brandon. Okay, does that make you feel better? Because you're not going to be able to drop Roman off. Like, I just don't understand what Rio thinks he's going to get from this when everybody else has already moved on. Lauren and Roman seem more of a friend connection. I don't know, Tori. I don't know about that, boo. I don't know about that. Y'all, I realized in watching this episode that I really, really enjoy slow burns. I really enjoy seeing romances bud from like friendship. I really enjoy the withdrawal and the lack of like love bombing and obsession immediately that I feel like is like constantly pushed and we are inundated with our media. To me, Lauren and Roman gave like the beginning of Sasha and Elijah in reference to like the innocence of it, right? Sasha and Elijah had very traumatic circumstances set it up. Lauren and Roman are meeting at a very like happy time. Cool, no issue, no extra drama, no extra conflict, cool. But the nature, the exchange, the innocence, it felt very similar. And I was like, okay, Carl, you know I was on your head about my girl Sasha because I feel like I was just robbed, right? I feel like I was robbed. I feel like we were robbed. If you needed Elijah and Sasha in your veins like I did, we were robbed. But Carl might be swinging the block. He might be swinging the block. And I'm here for it. I'm looking at Roman and maybe I need to go on to him. Oh, he's next anyway. I'm looking at Roman and I'm like, this boy looks so awkward and confused and like not trying to do too much. And I love that. Cause you have like the Bobbies, right? You had the champs who got the swagger and who got the, yeah, I'm smooth, I'm cool. And that's cool and all. That might catch me every now and again too. But the dude who like seems genuinely interested, that he's nervous, that he's awkward, that he's fumbling a little bit, that he like is maintaining eye contact in a very specific way that don't feel like you can see me naked kind of way. That shit is sexy to me. Like sexy AF. With every new episode, I'm getting more and more intrigued by the Roman character, even though I don't know. How y'all feel about how he carry himself? This is like such a tangent. This is such a tangent. But Roman, like, he fine. But him and that little weak ass puffer jacket. in them straight leg pants. Like, I'm trying to get a read on who he is. And I love the like innocence in reference to like him with Lauren and like not trying to go too fast and not trying to be super swaggy or whatever. But then he also is very much a killer, so don't push him. So I'm trying to figure out, I don't know, I guess I'm trying to figure out how to categorize him. Because in one moment he giving Dewitt, and that's no shade. It's just a word to help you understand what I'm thinking. In one instance he giving Dewitt, and in the next instant he giving ruthless killer, and I'm just like, so they got archetypes for like, well, you know what, what's old boy Ronnie on Power Book 3? But see, Roma is a little bit more socially inept, or like less socially awkward than Ronnie. But like maybe this is the beginning of like how a Ronnie gets made. Oh, Angela says he is fine, but I don't think he really knows it. That's it, Angela. That's the one. That's the one. And I think that's the thing that's really drawing me into him, because I love a fine Negro who don't know he fine. Ooh! And now that y'all done piqued my damn interest with Lauren and Roman romance, y'all gonna have to give Lauren some more screen time so I can understand Miss Mamas. Because aside from her being a virgin and that intriguing the hell out of me, and of course she's cute, y'all haven't told me nothing except for when she rolled up on Sonya last season, and it pissed me off, and I wrote her off in that one moment. When Sonya had to go get the gun for her, I was like, okay, bet. And if you gotta shoot that hoe in the kneecap, then that's what it gotta be. But see, now y'all got me rooting for her. She giving all types of innocent and like pure and like untainted Duncan, but fully capable, but don't really want to do that. So y'all got to give me some more context as it pertains to Miss Lauren, so I can really like solidify my place with her, because I ain't like how she did Sonya. I ain't like that shit. Paris and the Champ. We saw it. We loved it. It gave vibes. Ronrico Lee is just so brilliant. I love him. He's one of our icons. So many of our icons are in this show, but cool. Great chemistry. Love that. I am so interested in seeing where this goes and if anything continues, because the way that Paris left him the morning after, he was very much so wanting more, very much so saying he gonna call her, he gonna see about her. And when Niles presents himself, yes, he got beef, and yes, you shish kebabbed his ass, fried him, deep fried him, if you will. But part of me, the hopeless romantic in me, is like, no, but Niles is coming back and he still love her. That's why he ain't put a bullet in her from 200 feet away. Yeah, because he could have sniped her, killed her, and been done with it just as retribution, because he was mad. Him dangling these carrots and these blue ass flowers and doing all this extra stuff means that his heart is still involved. Y'all mean to tell me that I have the potential to see Christian Keys and Ronrico Lee fighting over Paris? Sign me up, baby. Yo, Niles is alive. Paris didn't stay long enough to see all of the bodies. And I'm like, girl, you blew up part of a building, a whole floor in a building, if you will. You think that the one body coming out of here underneath this sheet has to be Niles and nobody else? You're slipping, Miss Mamas. You very much so slipping. And shout out to Javicia, because in addition to her being stunning and gorgeous, I think that she is playing these beats so well. Like, my heart started to skip a couple beats when we were watching her like get the news from Curtis's episode that no, this man is still alive, this is what happened, I lost his trail. Like, you could just see it. She did such a great job of building up the like emotional and like internal angst and anxiety tied to like getting this reveal. I think that Javicia is doing such a beautiful job as Paris. Like, I love her down for this. I'm excited. I'm excited for Niles to pop back up. I don't want Carl Weber to do us how Tyler was doing us over on All the Queen's Man, because they keep alluding to his ass over there, the concierge, and then he don't pop up. Like, Christian, I get it, you busy and whatnot, but bring your ass to these shows because we want to see you, babes. I don't want to get to the very end of this season and then Niles pops up. Like, now that she knows that he's still alive, now that she knows that Curtis can't find a scent on him, have no idea where he is now, I need his ass to at least appear for us. Maybe not to her, but appear for us, the audience, next episode. I need to see him immediately Carl Weber. I need him to tell me what's going on. I need to understand what his plan is, or at least see some visuals that could help me give predictions of what I think his plan is. Because yes, immediately, yes, we need more nows. Immediately. Out at Lauren for being a virgin, and she talking about some, what are you, gay? Being gay is fine. Paris, not everybody got a hot box like you, girl. Not everybody is trying to throw that ass back. Relax. But I did love the scene, y'all. I love the little cousin moment. I love, like, it gave very much so natural, for real, black family absolutely loved it. I agree, Niles versus Bobby could be a thing. Why don't she tell her parents about this? Listen, I'm too busy stuck on the aesthetic that she gave, the vibe that she gave, the pleasure that she was able to receive. But that is still a very real question. I'm so glad you brought it up, Kofi, because when are you gonna tell your daddy that's a contract on his head, Paris? And not only that, but the man that was tasked with doing it, you thought you killed to solve the problem, even though they didn't solve the problem, and then come to find out his ass ain't dead. When you gonna let somebody know, girl? Now, what I'm really trying to get clarity on is, Donna, do you want to kill LC or do you want to harm LC? Because I'm of the belief that she does not actually want to kill LC. So I'm not really too pissed. Like, I'm like, girl, you being conniving, you being a hater, but you can come back from this. You trying to kill LC, you can't come back from this. And I love the beast that I loved about this particular part of the show and the story is that you see that everybody else, or at least the Italians, are misaligned with Donna. Every time that she offered up, okay, so this is the first thing that we need to do is take over the drug game. No, actually, Antonio pops up. No, that's not actually what we want to do. Actually, we want to get more people involved. Then when they have the bigger meeting at the very end, she's like, I think we should start with internationally so we don't actually run into LC or any of his business or any of his business partners first so that we can get established. Actually, you know what? You shouldn't even be here. Like, it's so much clear conflict that they're not actually on the same page, which is giving me hope of like, okay, Antonio and Dominique can want to kill LC. She could just want to harm and like build up her own enterprise dynasty, if you will. And like, there's some redeeming that can come from that, right? But going to Junior, the way that he is allowing himself to be played like a fiddle needs to be studied, because it's honestly very much so embarrassing. It's giving low-key disgusting, and I hate this for him. Like, he takes the meeting, we get to actually see the meeting that happens that we, you know, stopped at the last episode where Vegas spotted the Antonio and Dominique coming to the house. He sits down, they position it like, we want you to be the leader. My first question is, what in the hell makes y'all think that Junior would be a good leader? Junior, nobody's trying to sell you short, babes. Nobody's trying to hold you down, even though you swear all your life you had to fight out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, all your life you had to fight. But also, what about you gives you need to lead an entire empire in the making? Because I don't understand it. It's giving you the runner-up Duncan and a bunch of hater-ass a bunch of Duncan haters got together and you decided to be the goddamn leader because your feelings hurt. And this is stupid. In addition to him accepting the invitation to come to the table and like spearhead the damn alliance, he goes on, takes it upon himself to take his ass to Mexico to go sit down with Alejandro. And I was really surprised, because I know that Alejandro and LC ain't seeing eye to eye because of the whole Consuela thing. But I feel like Alejandro is such a grounded character that he would understand at some point. He wouldn't necessarily love it. He wouldn't necessarily just go along with it. But he got to understand to a certain extent as it pertains to family when it comes to Consuela and the whole Nevada thing. So when he's sitting across from Junior and Junior's like, yeah, the Duncans, this and this. And this man also knew. So you mad about Vegas knowing that Donna was your mother, but you're not mad at Alejandro for knowing. Because Alejandro ass ain't tell you either. This is... One, Junior, you piss me off because you're picking and choosing who to be mad at it, and you don't get to do that. If you're going to be mad about a thing, be mad about a thing across the board. But then two, it didn't feel real for Alejandro's character, because would Alejandro get in business or go into a circumstance where somebody is clearly double crossing their family after being so pissed and butthurt about how Consuela set him up? Talking about Donna, she's tasked with killing Ruby by the end of the episode. She visits Larry, which Mimi was just talking about, and I'm gonna bring you back up here so that you can expound upon that. I thought that the Donna going to go see about Larry initially to recruit him to the table, But ultimately, I think that she's going to keep this in her back pocket, because part of me really feels, and I don't know if this is me just trying not to believe that Donna is as bad as she is, part of me feels like Donna is going to be positioned to flip because of the outright disrespect that Antonio has been giving her thus far, and things not actually going how Dominique actually has spoken about. I think with them having so many disagreements, I think Larry is going to be an ace in the hole, a thing she can keep in her back pocket to pivot very quickly and very easily and navigate out of it. So I think that there's a lot more to that particular moment of her not killing Larry, having a little moment, a little exchange. Larry saying, I'm not going to help you take out LC, but he did acknowledge that they family, and you know, he ain't going to go try to kill her. So there's that. His mama's so annoying, Kimberly. Very much so. But part of me feels like, and I don't know, I feel like it's probably the LisaRaye of it all. It's definitely the LisaRaye of it all. Because I feel like Donna is in a position, I can like forgive Donna, I think, a little bit more easily than I can forgive Junior. And it's probably because Donna has been in this position of like animosity as it pertains to the Duncans, or specifically Chippy. And now we have further context as to why, and I understand it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I can completely understand it. Junior, I don't understand what the hell he's doing. And Donna hasn't gone too far just yet. She has definitely been self-serving. She has definitely been selfish, but she hasn't gone too far as in my eyes. Virgo Queen says Junior is going to fail miserably, and I can't wait because he working on my nerves, acting like he's a kid. He was a head of security and not at the table for a reason. He also, and I'm gonna bring Angela, Kofi, and Mimi, come on back in, boo, because we're talking about Junior and Donna now. He also seemed like he enjoyed his position and the freedom that he had. Because you were where you were at, and because you weren't Orlando, you could actually fall in love with a Sonya. You had more time and more space to do what you wanted to do. You even got to run your ass off to the Bahamas behind your love, Junior. So stop playing in my face trying to make it seem like your family has mistreated you and abused you for years, and all your life you had to fight when you seemed perfectly equally yoked in the position that you was in. And now all of a sudden, I wanted a dynasty. When? We have not seen you want a dynasty yet. Hell, Orlando seemingly puts in more work than you, and he don't even want a damn dynasty. So like, when did these dreams actually come about? At the same time your goofy ass mama Donna told you the truth that she was your mama? Because it's giving these dreams was implanted into your brain all of 6 seconds ago, and now you want to ride like you've been dreaming this your whole goddamn life, and your father been holding your dreams away from you like dangling the carrot in front of you, and that is not the goddamn truth. You're full of shit, Junior.
But I just, is Donna. I feel like she doing something underhandedly.
I'm hoping she doing something underhandedly. Oh, you talking about. I'm hoping that I just need her to like, I don't know, because thus far, right, in the first 4 seasons, from what I gathered, yes, she got beef with Chippy, but at the end of the day, they family. Yes, she keep her distance, but at the end of the day, they family. So like, you see her do a couple things, but then she always like pulls herself back to a certain extent, or like has some type of humanizing moment where she registers like, but at the end of the day, I'm a Duncan, y'all Duncans. So they might piss me off, but we family. And I'm just praying that manifests, because for me, what I'm hearing is like, she wants more business. She wants to be a boss, maybe. She wants to be included. And that's something that the Duncans didn't ever really do. She's always been off to the side and didn't really include her, which I think makes it beautiful in like having that particular layer for her character, because quiet as kept, all LC got to do is apologize and promote Junior, bring Donna in and give her a goddamn seat at the table, give Brother Minister whatever the hell he wants, because I don't even know what the hell he wants, hand Consuela's ass back over to Alejandro, and now y'all's alliance is broken. All LC really got to do is address these quote-unquote grievances, because these people low-key, like the wildest part about this whole thing is the only 3 people who actually have issue with LC like in a real way are Antonio, Alexander, and Dominique. The rest of y'all really do love LC. Y'all really have like deep relationships and have formed deep feelings with this man. Y'all might feel over and have animosity in this moment, but there is really deep love there. So all he really got to do is address it, and then that creates like a crack to me in reference to this new shit that y'all building, because quiet as kept, all of this is giving, I really just want to be down, and I don't like that you ain't including me in the way I want to be included. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts of episode 5 from season 5 of The Family Business. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.